For further analysis on the very first hours of the 16th BRICS Summit, we are joined from Cairo by the African Affairs expert, Mr. Ramy Zohdy. Mr. Zohdy, welcome to Q News. Now, how can the 16th BRICS Summit convey unity amidst the rising geopolitical tensions taking place now?
في ظل ظروف صعبة تواجه العالم التجمعات الآن والتحالفات القوية ومنها
and alliances, especially the strong ones, including the BRICS, which is relatively an emerging bloc. It might be able to create international multilateralism in a multipolar world order that the world is seeking to in order to achieve equity and fairness, especially for countries with emerging economies, especially South countries and the BRICS countries that grew to become 10 in the time being. All of this in the context of many crises that emerged in the past few years due to the ownership of one polar of the political and economic management of the world. Now there is a more pressing need for more fair cooperation and fair relationships and funding mechanisms.
Okay, well, putting aside the economic cooperation for a minute, how can Egypt use BRICS membership to advance its regional political influence?
Egypt always has been close to the international alliances and blocs because it's a country of liaison that expresses its continental and Arab and Middle East surroundings. Even if Egypt is not a member, it has been influential in dealing with these blocs or alliances. But having an official membership that started this year and attending the first BRICS meeting, Egypt is fully ready for several issues in relation to important economic cooperation that Egypt influences and is influenced by. Egypt only represents 1.2% of the total economies of BRICS, so it's an influential and big state that owns lots of fruitful cooperation opportunities. Maybe Egypt's experience inside BRICS would be one of inspiring experiences in the future for other countries.
Well, economically, what sort of opportunities does BRICS provide Egypt in trade and development? Are there certain sectors coming high on the agenda?
Definitely supporting the inter-trade between member states, providing the basic needs, including the raw material, major raw material for industries and the localization of modern industries, providing the essential needs in relation to food and energy securities for member states, including Egypt, attracting and exchanging more investments between states, studying the concept of expanding the use of local currencies in the trade exchange between these countries. And in the same line, they are considering the implementation of a unified currency that expresses the economic unity of BRICS, even if this is not very practical in reality, but they are on the way. So economy is the main axis that contributes in the unity and strength of these blocs.
Mr. Zohdy, now, what sort of significance or message does it mean when the Russian president's invitation to President of the State of Palestine, Mahmoud Abbas, to attend the BRICS summit means?
Countries are not very big at the economic level, but they are very influential at the international policy, and they have important opinions in the major issues. BRICS is being interested in inviting the countries with difficult conditions, including oppression and conflicts, represent very strong support for these countries. It's a chance for these countries to be heard regarding their points of view in these events.
Well, amid the enormous economic crisis Palestine is experiencing due to the Israeli aggression, to what extent can Palestine benefit from the BRICS countries on the political and economic levels?
Palestine needs lots of support at the level of big states, and these states indeed are in BRICS. Economically, after the end of the war, that definitely will end, because it's unfair war that Israel will never be able to continue in. Palestine will require a big economic support for a trial of a reconstruction of what have been violated in this unfair war. Hence, the BRICS countries, especially that 3 of them are Arab countries, may play an influential role in supporting Palestine at the humanitarian and economic level, especially that Palestine will need this very much.
That was the African Affairs expert, Mr. Ramy Zohdy. Thank you very much, sir, for your insights.